Howdy everybody, this is Let's Be Real with Brad, and today I'm reviewing the new comedy film from Netflix, The Wrong Missy. The Wrong Missy is directed by Tyler Spindle and stars David Spade and Lauren Lapkus. I'm not gonna lie, this might be one of the worst movies of the entire year. I think it's a three-way tie between The Grudge, Fantasy Island, and this movie right here. It is one of the most unoriginal, unfunny movies I have ever seen in such a long time. The one positive I have with this film is Lauren Lapkus' performance. She is over the top, she's insane, she plays this psychotic, crazy woman and does a really good job with the role, but the problem is that she has nothing going for her character. Her character is completely weak. The script is terrible. So she really has nothing to work with but this premise. So I can understand why throughout this film she is trying everything she can to make this character funny, but she comes off as the most annoying, irritating, and insanely crappy characters I've seen in a while that just want me to rip my eyeballs right out of my head. I love myself a stupid comedy movie like Dumb and Dumber, Anchorman, and a bunch of other ones, you name it. Those kind of films that they're funny, they're silly, and it works with the characters and the tone of the film that everything is super over the top. And those films are creative with their jokes. And if you don't like the movie, you're not going to like those movies at all. But I think with this movie, it's just dull, boring, and nothing really exciting going on. It feels too realistic to the real world because the tone is trying to be funny, but it's not silly enough to be super dumb. And so then it just becomes so over the top and everything just has to be a gag. It's insane. I absolutely hate it. If we're going to talk about the biggest issue of the movie, it's definitely 100% the writing. Comedy is simply brutal. They go for the most terrible jokes possible that try to hit you with a punchline, and they never ever work. The biggest issue I have with this writing is they're going for shock value. Shock value in films is so cheap and it's so lazy, and the fact that you can get the viewers the first time watching it shocked by what's going on. It's all based on the crazy, insane sex jokes, marijuana jokes, drinking jokes, even some stupid fart jokes. Thing is, you can make those funny. There's plenty of films that can make those considered inappropriate topics extremely funny for a mature audience. Just showing that in there, like marijuana toothpaste is in this film. That could be a funny concept if you did something with the presentation and made it creative and made it somewhat funny with this hypnotic montage scene of them brushing their teeth. But no, it's boring, it's bland, it's just them brushing their teeth and nothing really happens. Let's talk about that story for a second. There is no story. The story is about David Spade go on his business trip with this girl he thought it was supposed to be, but then it was this other girl he met. It makes no sense. Why don't you delete her contact? Like, why would you even have her around? Concept wise, it doesn't make any sense. But okay, throwing in that dispense of disbelief, this film still doesn't work. Once you get through this movie and you get to the fight scene, because you know it always happens, spoiler, I guess, because, you know, every movie just basically does this, and you know exactly how it's go. It's so predictable that you're just like, why do you even try? Why did you even try? And honestly, it doesn't feel like they tried at all. This story is probably one of the most forgettable stories I've seen in a while, to the point where I don't even remember the boss's name. I don't even remember what their goal was, because the movie is just joke after joke after joke, and then like, oh yeah, here's a story plot, and you're like, I don't care anymore, because the story's so flat, it's so dull, and there's no point. The presentation of this film is just simply awful. The editing is completely gross, and it's completely amateurish. These are professionals, and the editing was so severely bad. I was noticing every single shot. I was just getting so taken out of the film, because I was like, this is not even a movie. This just feels like a SNL sketch cut all together in different pieces by someone who doesn't know how to edit and how to make really creative scenes. The movie also looks so boring. It is bland. You just have a regular, overly lit, bright sky and a nice remote location with a bunch of people talking that somehow they think people enjoy that, and maybe they do, but it just does not work. It just seems like they didn't care about the presentation at all. Score? What score? There is no score. It's just boring trash stock music that they threw in here because they're like, okay, we don't care about this movie. We don't care about making anything memorable. We're just going to throw this in here because we have to. The soundtrack, I don't remember a single song on the soundtrack. It was completely garbage. Never want to hear it ever again. The acting in this film is pretty bad. David Spade just does not try at all. David Spade, I just do not care for David Spade. He is just the other tier of Adam Sandler's friends that is just absolutely the worst. Rob Schneider's in this movie. Why is he in this movie? Well, just because he's Adam Sandler's friend and he produced the movie. So he's like, oh yeah, let's throw all these guys in here. We'll throw some of my other friends in here. Why do we keep doing this? Why? This film simply doesn't care about anything. It's lazy, extremely boring, and just stupid overall. This is the definition of a garbage can movie. I'm giving this movie a 1 out of 10. Please like and share the video. Please subscribe. It really helps out the channel. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please click the button down low and please subscribe so you see more upcoming movie videos. So with many more people streaming movies every day due to this pandemic, what are some movies that you guys have been watching? Let me know down below. We'll have a discussion about it. Maybe it's a movie I have seen. Maybe it's something I haven't. I'd love to talk to you guys down below. I hope you enjoy the video so that way I can see you guys in the next one.